In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at the issue of mushy attacks. And that's where the attack time of a sound is just too slow to allow the notes to speak clearly. Here again is the piece I played at the end of the previous tutorial, which features parts by a violin section, solo cello, solo French horn, and flute. And as you listen, focus on how there's really no clarity in the fast notes in these passages. The longer notes, yeah, they sound fine, but the shorter notes, mush. Nope. Just sorry, not acceptable. Mumbling notes sound. But now I'm going to play you a version of what it should sound like. Now that's way better. It's like night and day. That's a mock-up that fits in with my prime directive for mock-ups, where notes must speak with clarity and gestures must be well defined. So let's dive in and take a closer look as to why this occurs and look at what sort of options we have to deal with the problem. So first, I'm going to go back to the original version and just play the violin part. And now listen to what happens if I slow the tempo down. And sure enough, the part sounds fine at this tempo. And what this shows is that there's nothing inherently wrong with the performance or the samples per se. They're just the wrong samples to be using for fast notes at this tempo. And here's why. What you're seeing here is just the first note of the violin part, and you can see that it has a very long attack time. And for the first and last note in each of the violin phrases, this sample with its long attack time is perfection itself. At this tempo, it crescendos just the right amount over the course of the dotted quarter notes that start the phrases, and sound-wise, it has just the right number of players in the ensemble, not too many, not too few. Now, here it is again, but this time with a piano outlining the rhythm of the rest of the phrase so you can hear what it should be. And here's why this violin sound ends up sounding wrong for most of the part. See, it takes a whole beat and a half for the crescendo to bloom. But then, for the 16th notes, the notes only have a chance to play out this much of the sample, and so on down the line for the shorter notes. So if the natural attack embodied in the sample doesn't have a chance to fully develop because the notes are too short to allow that to happen, the sound of those notes gets swallowed and we end up with a part that has no clarity or definition, except for whichever notes allow the sample to enunciate most of its natural attack. The result? Some notes pop out, while other notes sound foggy, indistinct, incomplete, mushy attacks. Over the course of the next several tutorials, I'll be showing you the techniques and approaches you can use to fix the problem of mushy attacks.